Alright everybody, welcome back to the thumbnail. So, as you can see, it has been changed quite a lot. There are a little bit of here and there that I still need to do. And then after that I am I'm fully finished with this one. After that I also wanted to show you actually the fully finished soundtrack for it. So, you're probably gonna like it as well. So, yeah, no further ado, let's get started. So, and after, of course, after, of course, all of this, I also will be showcasing the army that I'm going to be using for it. So that's also going to be a very fun one to go for. But yeah, it is. It took me a while to get it all done. I had a very busy week. Well, busy 2 days actually. The one day I actually had to do some stuff, and then the other day was actually not be able to go to do the drawing, mainly because I had to go to do the gym, which was actually quite important, making sure that the gym was actually do it. Mainly because I always like to do the gym, but it was actually snowing outside, so I had to do some things here and there. So I believe I came back almost 2 hours later, so I was fully tired from it. All right, now as you can see, the whole damn thing is now fully done. So as you can see, the drawing is fully finished. What I did with this, of course, I wanted to represent the graphic glitch also in the eyes. That's why I actually went with this kind of disturbance on it. There is some bits here and there that I still need to fix, so I will be doing that. Mainly here, there is some bits. There you go. Now that should be filled in properly. There you go. So yeah, this was all this is now fully done. Mainly, what I did here actually was actually quite fun. I first drew, of course, the background, the normal background, which I already had prepared. Then I had the background. Then I had first, the background color. And after that, of course, I went with a little tool. It's still a little bit rough on the edges. This is why you always need to double check. There are always little hooks and necks and crannies right here and there. All right, so allow me to grab the tool. I believe it was this one, yeah. So this is the big version of it. When you press it, you get these pixelated marks. And what I did with it was actually reducing the ratio. So I went for a little bit of a tinier approach. And then I increased the spacing. So I have like a big open spacing around it. So when you draw, you have actually these kind of spaces. So, and then when you then, of course, lower the size to the size that I was using, which was around 6, I believe, you can get this lovely little glitch effect, which then, of course, you can implement with some more, bluish or red or pink, for instance. You can have all that little effect here and there, which is neat. And I combined that with a little bit of a dark color upon it. So that was all fine. I also did it with the eyes, but then I did some manual fixing around it so that it actually fits. Well, the rest is all basic, technically. So that's all nice now. And now I can fully work my way into the thing, right? Right, there is one thing here that is bothering me. Is that on the background? Yes, it is. Well, time to remove that bit. There you go. Oh, I'm not using the right tool for this. There you go. All right. Now that we have saved this, we will save it first, and then we're gonna be starting with the lines again. So I'm gonna be putting this here already, and then I'm gonna be putting it like to a little group, and then I will start. Let's see, the text is supposed to be What I'm going to be doing here is, of course, going to be picking up the text that I already have, which is this size. Then we're going to be going for the alien encounters one. So let's see, save, there you go. Then we're going to go for yellow, mainly because that is always the easiest one. We need to also make sure that it is sideways so that it is actually good. And then, of course, we're going to go for 12. I believe that would be the right placeholder part. Yes, there you go. Now we're going to type things in. Let's see how to type it. Nah. The copycat. There you go. The copycat. I believe that's how you type copy, right? Double checking this. Copy. Do I type copy like that?
Copy.
Yeah. All right. It works like that. All right, cool. Nah, the copycat. So we're gonna save it. Now that it is a vector, of course, we need to move it down. We need to move it around, and then need to put the vector inside of the group. Then merge it so that it is no longer a vector one. And then we can now move this one freely around. So we now have actually the copycat right here. Of course, this is way too big. So first things first, we're gonna lower it down so that it actually fits around. Nice. And then we're gonna be putting it in the right, let's see. There you go. Yeah, easy. So now that we have this, we can now go here and we can start drawing into it. I believe 5 is fine, right? It's either 5 or it's 3.6. It's one of the two. There is no between. Let's see. It is probably 5. Seeing how that works. Alright, now let's get it correctly done. I need to zoom in for this, mainly because I do not want to get it all pressed up. There you go. I also noticed a lot of things, actually. Mainly, I actually did some... when I did yesterday, I did the fitness. I noticed that I still had issues with some of the, well, how do you say that? Cardio exercises? Yeah, cardio exercises. I did some of the cardio exercises and I still had some trouble. Mainly because I fell 2 weeks ago on my butt when it was cold outside and there was goddamn ice. And yeah, that was actually quite very annoying because I tried to do a sit-up and then immediately I felt my butt big time. That was so painful. I should definitely stop sometimes. There you go. Much more better. This way, if I do it wrong, I don't fall back too far. And that should be the right amount, right? Yeah, that's the right amount. Cool. Sweet. All right. So yeah, I'm now feeling a lot more better. But it's getting again very cold outside, so tomorrow it's gonna be very slippery. I'm probably gonna be waiting for like 12 o'clock to be around to get my groceries because I do not want to get my butt hurt again. It really sucks when you fall. It really is not comfortable at all. Especially if if it is a stone floor, that's the worst. The main problem I had with it was actually that I was confident it would be not slippery, and then suddenly it was slippery, and I had a Pikachu face be like, "Motherfucker, why?" So, yeah. The main thing was that when I was outside, they technically salted the entrance, and they salted the entrance, but they didn't salt the path towards the entrance. So yeah, I had a lovely little experience with that. It was a good experience, a live experience indeed. But oh boy, do I ever want that to be happening ever again? Probably not. Because I'm always not very happy. I'm not very fond of falling. It's one of the things that I always prevent, but luckily I did not catch myself up with my hands. Otherwise, I would have probably broken my hands. Knowing my skills at fall breaking, let's say the least. I always have the big giant brain of picking myself up from a fall with both hands, but pressing my hands so that I actually break both my hands when I try to fall break. Which is not the smartest idea. Definitely not. But all right. It happened to me twice. And that was an experience as well. Like, maybe I should not press my hands like this against the ground. Maybe I should not do that because that immediately breaks your hands. Huh. What are the odds? So, yeah, the only plus side of it is that my hands don't tend to be breaking that easily because my bones are pretty good and strong, but still, it's a silly sight to see, to have both hands broken and be like wondering how the hell did you do that? And then you of course say like, well, I tripped over a loose how do you say that? Rock? Yeah, tripped over a loose rock. A stone slab. There you go. I tripped over a stone slab. That was actually the accident actually happening. And then I fall break the wrong way. You don't do that. If you want to fall break, you're supposed to not press your hands like I fall braked at the back and I turned my hands around what? At what is this? 9 o'clock? Yeah, I turned both my hands at 9 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Like when you look at the clock, you turn your hand like 9 o'clock, your right hand, and then your left hand the same way. That's how I fall braked. And that was actually not the right way, because apparently when you do that, you have a very good tendency of breaking both your hands pretty much instantly because of the force. I didn't notice this. I was very stupid that day, but luckily that was like what, 12 years ago, so I probably am now a little bit more smarter on not falling forward, and instead of falling forward, I prefer to fall backwards. It might be a little bit more painful, but at least you don't break your hands. Which I like to use for drawing. And, that is a very smart thing to do. Be able to do your work. Oh well. For the rest, the day is actually going quite smoothly. I did a lot of cleaning today. The house is fully cleaned. And I finally figured out how to wash my clothing and then dry them immediately without having the dried clothing to be still wet. Apparently there was a threshold upon how much stuff I can put into the dryer, which if I would have read the manual I would have noticed, but no. I'm a person that lacks experience upon those things, and the first time I bought a dryer, and this time I finally figured out how to use the dryer properly. But then again, it's still much easier than drying it on a very dry rack, technically. Yeah, that's the word for it. A dry rack, right? When you put stuff into it and dry. And yeah, it is quite fun to see that the most of the stuff that I'm actually doing now is actually much more easier than before. It's getting a little bit used to, but it's much more easier to do it all alone. Before that, I actually lived with my parents, and now I'm no longer. So I'm actually quite happy upon that. That I moved out. Mainly because I actually have freedom to do whatever I want. That's one of the things, and also I don't get disturbed too many times. It's quite disturbing when you try to concentrate on something and then suddenly somebody walks into your room and be like, "Hey, did you do this?" And I'm like, "I'm busy." But alright, I forgive them for it. It's always good to check up on people. Anyway. Alright, let's see. Now that we have done that, we can now go here and do the stuff that I needed to do in the first place. Should I then first do the dark? I should first do this one then first. Two yellow, then three. Wait, first make sure that the yellow is the same yellow. That's always the smartest move. Then after that, we need to now go for the brownish. Yes, there you go. So yeah, so far so good. This year is actually starting off pretty good. It's just a very cold winter again, which I don't mind, but a lot of people do. It's the cold winter actually makes it very annoying for most things to go around. Mainly because of the cold winter, it's very slippery outside, and that does tend to do stuff. Luckily, this week it's going to be going backwards to normal temperatures of 12 degrees, and I hope it's going to be staying that way. Otherwise, we're going to have a long winter, let's say the least. Normally, the winters here are very timid, but this year it was actually quite harsh, and I can definitely feel that. I actually had to put on the radiator. The first times in years that I actually put the radiator. Normally I don't even touch the radiator because well, you know, it's already 16 degrees outside, so why should I bother? But this week of this year, oh no, radiators are very important. If you don't use them, then sometimes you're gonna get a lot of things that you don't want. Apparently, you can also get like what is it called? What the hell is it called? I need to look that up. Camel angles. This is one of the words that I do not know. Mold, right? Fungus, mold. Yes, yes, of course it's fungus or mold. Why would it not be? Yeah, apparently you could get mold if you have like a very cold temperature in your house, which then emits from the bathroom, which would be very dangerous because that mold can actually be lethal, or at least get into your lungs, and then you will be way further away from certain types of things like living. But yeah, it's a very deadly thing to have, and I do not want that mold to be in my goddamn house. Especially because I'm not the best at cleaning things, so preventing is actually better than cleaning. So I always start to do that. Well, at least that's what I always start to do. Especially with figuring out like, yes, I have breath. I have bread. How long does it last? Well, only 2 days max. Or, well, technically only 1 day, but yeah, if you have bread, you always need to eat it up in 3 days, otherwise you kind of screwed. All right, let's see. I believe this is good enough, right? This whole damn thing is now fully drawn out. Oh, crap. All right. Nice. No, the copycat is now actually there. That is actually pretty cool. All right. Same style, same way. Nice. That's actually quite cool. Let's see. Yeah, cool. All right, let's save this bad boy. Let's save it multiple times because we need to save it anyway. And then I can show you guys the soundtrack that I actually finished now. Save as Big Dave, because that's always a good one to get. And then the other four, if I'm correct. Yeah. Thumbnail, and then we're just gonna do this like multiple times, and then after that, I will remove one of them. So now we have Big Dave PNG, then we have thumbnail, and those three are only the ones that I need anyway. 3 saves is good enough most of the time. All right. Now that we finished this one, we now have finally gained another copycat, so that means that we are now one more to go. Now we have only, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11 to go. So that's actually quite good. I like the progress right now, so that's good. We are done with this one, so we can now just put it on hold and allow me to grab the good old-fashioned, multimedia player with it. We need to go to Dragon. We need to go to the thumbnail of pain, that one. We need to now get this one open with media player. No, not this one. I need, well, it's the right soundtrack, but I know I want to have this one instead. All right, there you go. So yeah, that actually went pretty well. I switched around from the original one. I switched around the uh, the second change of the vocals, I believe. Yeah, that I changed I changed one of around of one of the instruments in the second part of the soundtrack, mainly because I figured out that it was actually not. It was very disruptive in the last section of it, so I actually wanted to switch it around. Therefore, I wanted to switch it. Therefore, I wanted it to be switched around. Yeah, there you go. Jesus, my English sucks sometimes. But yeah, so we have that one done. We have another copycat done. So next week, I need to take a little bit of a break on the visual novel, mainly because I actually want to apply on a drawing contest. So I need to draw something mechanical. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be drawing something, well, cool. I think I will try to draw something like a mechanical warship with springs and all that stuff. So I wanted to wonder if I can do that, do something funky with that. And hopefully that will actually, be a very fun one to watch, to be done with. So that's what I'm going to be drawing. Well, next week, this Saturday, I will be doing some gaming stream. I'm thinking about some craft champions. Nah, I think I will try to do some god playing. Yeah, I will try to take over the world. Yeah, that would be a very fun one to do. Dominion 6 has finally arrived, and I really like the game so far. It's a very silly game where you can do a lot of silly stuff. It's like Civilization, but then with more in-depth mechanics inside of the normal, you built this building, you built that building, you build up an army, and you crush the enemy. The end. And then instead of that, it's gonna be like, you know what? I will just vaporize the entire population from the planet of the Earth, and nobody can stop me. Yeah, that literally is a thing that you can do. What I will try to make is, of course, the deep depth. So I want to see if I can flood the world into the ocean. So I wanted to see if I can turn every atoll into the ocean, and then see if that actually works. That would actually also be a very fun thing to do anyway. So why not do it alive? Because that is a thing that I can do. I will try to do it then on a medium map. All right. Now, for the other part of this. Wait, this one needs a cloud check? Really? All right. I didn't notice that this one actually needed a cloud check in the first place. It's quite silly that this thing actually still needs a cloud check. Hold up. I'm going to be starting up now the main thing that needs to be done. I need to update the copycats army. Mainly because there are some things here and there that I need to change. The army in itself is actually quite good. It's just that there are some things that I do want to change with it. Mainly the economics on it is absolutely garbage. For instance, when I try to play with another copycat, everything is so goddamn expensive. So I think we should change some things up and also put some things back in. So that's always a fun thing to do. I'm gonna put this on. I will switch screens once I'm done here. But yeah, so far so good. I got now this one done. I now have multiple ones done. So let me grab now this little bit and put it in here. So now we have this one. We can now put. Hold up. We can now put this in the other one. Yes, now we can put this one in the other ones. So now we have this one. Well, hold up. Yes, we can now put, yeah, there you go. Now we have Gary's Backstreet Boys, Nanana the Copycat. We have, of course, Tiki Tropical. And then, of course, Admiral Terry T. And then, V Bush. So that is all good. They are all looking quite lovely to look at. Especially when you look at the side, it's like, oh yes, that one. Gold in the eyes, especially. I was thinking about switching it around, making the eyes darker, but and yeah, I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. So I think like golden eyes is always good, especially when the eyes in the main profile picture is also still golden eyes, because if you look at the copycats back 2 years ago, I believe, 2 years, right? This is 2 years. This was the drawing first. So I took a picture from one of the drawings myself, and then of course redesigned it a bit. So this is the copycat, the first time, and now we have this one, which still implements the same idea, but uh, more emphasis on the gold that the cat likes. But yeah, technically, normally it's gonna be like these little eyes, but he's holding pure gold, so yes, he will be opening his eyes for that. That's the whole joke. All right, I will save this again. And then we're gonna be going here, save this as again, then we're gonna be saving it as Big Boy Steve again, and then we're gonna be saving it as the 2.213. That should be fine then. All right. It looks like we finally have the thing up and running, so I will now switch to the second screen. Hold up a sec. There you go. Boop. This one is going to be changing up. And now for the grand finale. Of course, we need to redesign the army of Nanana the Copycat, because we do need to do that. And with no further ado, let's get started on it. Alright, so, with Nanana the Copycat, it's all about money. Making sure that you have a good economy and making sure that you copy the style of the enemy while being able to counter it effectively. So, with the army of Nanana, of course, we need to do some changes around. As you can see, we can go to the army builder, which I really like about this game. It's a very silly game. It's a very silly game with, of course, Abandon All Hope, Admiral Terry T, Cold Winter, Gary's Backstreet Boys, General Brutus, Hot Summer, Nanana the Copycat, the Old Gang, Regular Larry, Bird God, Tiki Tropical, Toku Toxic, and V-Bush. Of course, now we're going to be making sure that Nanana the Copycat is actually doing some good stuff. So, we can already see that it has Barry Shorttail, the Beetler, Strong Apes, the Pincer, Princeman, Boxo Toxic, Sponderplague 3000, New Lando, and of course, Big Boy Mary. Well, there needs to be changes around, mainly because the Spider Plagues are all gonna be in Spider Plague 4000 army, so that needs to be done. But yeah, let's get some better economy up and running. So the first things first, we need to look at some other armies. For instance, Cold Winter right here, who has Barry Shorttail, which it's already a myth, a legend. That thing is so good. And then of course we can go for Gary's Backstreet Boys with the Alliance, which has the good old-fashioned creatures that are good at doing some stuff like range deflection or artillery. And if you look at, for instance, the Regular Larry, I believe Regular Larry has like good range units in combination with close combat units, which is a good thing. And Tiki Tropical has very expensive but good old-fashioned combinations of immunity units, poison units, and very DPS units, which is normal for a boss. So let's get it on with. First things first, we need to look at some fun stuff, like, for instance, we need to look at fake business names. Fake knockoffs. Knock off brand names. Yeah, there you go. Fake knockoff brand names. So I already see what this is all to. It's Dave. Yes. Oh man, this is all horrible. So what is all the names? The Nord fake, yes, alright. The dragon with the girl's tattoo, oh, I see. Space, nobody can hear you in space. Not must. Jesus. Mike, yes, it's Mario. Oh, Poto Pony. Oh boy. All right. Calling of Duty, KeyCat 22, and Need for Street. Yes. All right. I see how this is gonna be going. Mooncraft. Yes. Adomio Pizza and Pizza Hut. Never gets old. Sharp Hand Joe. Yes, I see. All right. Well, first things first. We're gonna make a new creature then. We want economical good units, so we're gonna be looking at some eco cost. For instance, the blue ringed octopus is actually quite cheap for its cost, mainly because it's like a tier 1 size unit, so it has low HP, but it has regeneration and bite. Sadly, we cannot use the poison bite, we can up-use the regeneration. This is a very nasty combination. If we combine that with, of course, a unit that is the right size, I believe if we're gonna go for size 3, I can go for that, right? I don't know for sure though. Hyena is too powerful because of its bite is 9. That means it instantly goes to 2-3. Ah yeah, there you go. It's a giraffe. Well, sort of. This giraffe has already an ability to do armor, so that's good. It has a good HP. It has 108. It has 7 damage output, which is decent. The main problem of this is that it is not a very good unit for tier 3, mainly because it has a very low low DPS output, so I think we can go higher then, if the zebra is that way. But it has a defensive skill, but it's not very useful. I think a baboon would even be better, but baboon is also thing. So if we're gonna go for... Ooh, 9 damage and 110 HP and damage output increase, yes. Alright, I think we have our big boy here. I think we also need to have a lovely little tail that also decreases the cost. We don't need to make it, you know, amphibious that much. The most thing that we need to make sure of is that it actually has some decent speed. Which it does have. It has 20 speed, it has regeneration and backhandle, which means it can deal more damage output in more units. 30% more damage output, which is good. Regeneration means it can heal, which is quite good. It heals 3 HP per second, so that's quite decent. Alright, so Barry Shorttail, huh? Let's see. We have all the names and we have some things. Let's see. Well, it can still be a short-tail one, but Barry cannot be done because Barry is already named. So I think this is gonna be, of course, a Barry the Destroyer. Yes, Destroyer, because that's, of course, the Destroyer. Yeah, I spelled it correctly. Barry Destroyer. Mainly because this guy can actually ruin people's day. Alright, now we have the Beetler. Well, it's a Needler combined with a monkey. It's a good combo. Not gonna lie, I really like this combo. It's very dirt cheap. It has 11 attack. Barry only has 9, but, you know, it doesn't cost much electricity, so you can actually mass produce it. It has a lot more HP. But these units are mainly used for close combat mainly used for range combat units with lots of dudes around it. So I like this team of 2 dudes that are actually good. Strong Ape, not a fan of, mainly because we already have 2 tier 3. So I think we can go for not a tier 3 but a flying unit. And I think the best unit for a flying unit would be a crow, but... Ooh, Hornbill, yes. What happens if I go for Hornbill? Hornbill flying. No. Hornbill flying like that. 18 HP. That is not a lot. What if I change that up a bit and go for a horse? That's a tier 2 horse. That is silly. That is a lot of HP for a 2 damage output unit. That is a lot more. That's a little bit less HP than I was hoping for. That's 62 HP less, but it is a very DPS unit. And it's a flyer. But that will die quickly. No. I will look for something better. Maybe a bear then. A bear. A bear. 190 HP is not bad. What about a bear? That is too much damage output, because it has too much HP, I think, or more damage. Can I lower that? No. Alright, so bear is not available because he has a tax increase of 23 is too much for a tier 3 unit. How about an ooh, wait. A Wabagon. But that's just a what the hell? Alright, so we can go for camouflage birdie boy. Well, that is silly, but that is no HP at all. That is horrible. That is a horrible amount. I could do some funky business with that, but not with this unit. I want to make sure that we have a decent flyer. A boo. Yes, a boo. That, my friend, is a very non-economical creature, but holy hell does that thing rock. That is like 23 HP for 280 coal. I could get less. So no, that is too expensive and it has too much coal cost for its price. Maybe camel then. Camel? 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 Alright, so 300 coal for... How about this? How about this then instead? That, I think, is a good unit, because flying is way expensive, is less fast, and this thing is fast and cheap. Oh my god. 3 speed less for -6 coal and 3 HP more and 2 defense. Yes, please. So, alright. This is not gonna be Bigfoot. It's gonna be Big Beak. Big Beak. Big Beak Falls. Yes, Big Beak Falls. There you go. Big Beak Falls. The best guy of the world. He has big feet, he has a big beak, and he can deal a lot of damage. Also, he reduces the armor of enemies in close combat, which is quite spooky, not gonna lie. Alright, so we have Big Beak Falls. We have the Pincer, which is a very cheap unit, yes, but the main problem with this one is that it doesn't do a lot of it doesn't have a lot of HP. It's like, what, only 60 more, so I think, do I want to change this? Yes, I do want to change this, mainly because I do not want this one. I think we can go for something like a Wabag. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, hold on a second, we could make some spookiness here happening. Wabagon, huh? Oh, that's also very nice. Deflective armor. That's a lot of HP. Can we make this? Can we make the... Oh, we can. That's not a lot of damage output, but that is a very cheap unit. That's almost the same price as the one beforehand, but this time it actually has reflective armor. So it has also big size, so it actually has a good reflective armor. It can penetrate armor itself, so it's a very nasty little shooter. But I think stealth would be beneficial for this creature. So I think I'm gonna be making it the Wabagon. What? Oh my god, what? 33 damage on a fucking silly porcupine, really? Alright. Wabagon, you amaze me upon how silly you are. That is spooky. Alright, so how about this? Alright, so you cost more. Why are you costing more? Because you have camouflage? How about this? That is not affordable. Alright, so if we change this up to... worm? Maybe? How about worm? Worm also has 3 attack. It's a cheap unit. It has low HP, sadly. Alright, what about... What is then a good one? Caterpillar, no. Snail, no. Spitting spider, yes. Alright, so spitting spider has a lot of HP. Combine this with... That looks like a tadpole. That's great. No. No. We need to keep it like this. That's a stealthy boy. That's a very stealthy boy. Of course, we're gonna be calling it not the facehugger. It's gonna be, of course, the hugger. Free hugs. There you go. Free hugs. Easy. Free hugs. The best one of the many. Free hugs here has 10 damage output with poison applied to it, so it actually the poison causes the enemy to be weakened in DPS. It has very cheap cost. It has good HP. It has horrible defense. Doesn't need it because it has camouflage. And it's very fast and amphibious, so it's quite good. All right, Princeman. Princeman is not gonna be a thing. I don't like it. I want something better. I want something more stronger. I want something more... where is it? Ox. No, that one doesn't charge. Yes. That one does. That one does, definitely. That's a tier 3 unit. Amazing. That's a tier 3 unit again. How about this? That's tier 3. Alright, cool. Tier 4. So that's too expensive. This is actually tier 3. That's a low HP. That's a 50%. That's a very low HP, but it has leap attack. It has 26 damage output. If I combine that, ooh, yes, I think that's gonna be muscle, man. Yeah, muscle, 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 man. Oh wait, hold up, muscle. How do you type it? Muscle. M-U-S-C. Alright. I tapped it correct. What? I tapped it correctly? Damn. Nice. Muscle Man. Monkey Pro. Monkey Pro Edition. Monkey Pro Edition. Monkey Pro. Edition. There you go. Muscle Man. Monkey Pro Edition. There you go. Alright, what do we have? We have now Boxotoxic, which is an absolutely meme, but that is not going to be happening. If I want to make a good one, I need to have like something decent here. Like, I think the best one to go for here is a cockroach, right? Nah, maybe not a cockroach, but if I want to make this happening, I have the Wally Walrus, which is good. Which is a fantastic unit to have, I'm not gonna lie. But I want to combine... Ooh. Chemical Artillery with Ox Spitter, maybe? Hercules Beetle. What if I combine the Hercules Beetle with a moose? No, with a giraffe. Yes. That is a high HP unit for the value what it has. Alright, why is this so expensive? Alright, so giraffe is out of the picture sadly, because that is way too much HP apparently. Alright, so giraffe no. Man of War? What about a Man of War? Alright. How about a Man of War? How about a Man of War like this? No. Alright, how about a man of war like this? Yes, but that is horrible. Alright. So we cannot allow that. So we need to go for a little bit less then. Alright, fine. No man of war. No wars are fought here. An ostrich? An ostrich. An ostrich would be fine, right? No. That's also not allowed. Alright. Oh, okay. What if you... So that's also not allowed because that's too much DPS output. Alright, if I then go for... a polar bear? Polar bear? Polar bear? No, that's too much damage. God damn it. Why is it every single time I would try to go do something cool, it is not liking it? A grizzly bear. That should be fine, right? Yeah, there you go. Grizzly bear is all fine. Apparently in their books. Alright, so we have a grizzly bear, which is cool. I want the DPS to be 25, that is definitely for sure. It has hovering, it has deflective armor, it has barrier destruction. It's a 300 mana, a 300 core unit, but it is so fast. Yes. This guy is gonna be called Grizz. Grizz. What is it called? Oh, hold up. Filter keys? God damn it. And Grizz. The magical bear. The unbearable. Yeah, there you go. The unbearable. Bearable. There you go. The unbearable. So, as you can see, we already have very cheap unit costs. We increased it to 300 now, almost. We now need a flyer, which I'm gonna make, of course, the big old masterful mantis. Mainly because mantises are actually quite good at doing the job quite nicely. And, of course, mantises are very evil. Mainly because the mantis actually has the ability to deal lots of damage output. Sadly, I think if I'm gonna go for the... oh, I could go for that. I could go for that. That is amazing. Alright, why is this tier 5? Why? Alright, hold up. How about... now you're tier 3. Alright, so you're tier 5 mainly because you deal 33 damage. Interesting. Alright. I do want the albatross, I think. And how about the eagle? That does... wow, that's such a difference. Jesus. No, then I need the albatross, but I don't want the dragonfly. How about a wasp? That's a poisonous unit, and it can assassinate people, so it can actually kill high targets. Alright, so this should work. Pack, bite, sting. Alright, I think this is a good unit. It has 70 damage, it has hurtering, it has assassination, it has sting, but doesn't have poisonous. Interesting. Instantly crippled it. This also affects henchmen. 4 trigger ability, stackable, yes. So it doesn't do... it doesn't skill anymore on sizes. Alright, interesting. So then it is not worth it. How about then some octopus? If it doesn't skill on it, I don't want to use it, honestly. That looks lovely, scary at the same time, and it's very deadly because if you want to attack it, you will also get poisoned. Well, poison doesn't need to be. The other poison version needs to be. Oh, it doesn't. Alright, cool. It doesn't change anything. Sure. So this one is gonna be, of course... The ring. Yes. The Lord of the Ring. Yes, the Lord of the Ring. Of the Blue Ring. Yeah, Blue Ring. Lord of the Blue Ring. There you go. A much better one. New Londo. New Londo? And New Londo is actually quite good. That is a very cheap unit. Well, it's a very dangerous unit for late game. Big boy Mary needs to be changed because Mary is not good here in this lineup. Mainly because it has 600 HP, so that's a very low amount. I think we should build the other one version of it. We should build the humpback, the blue whale version of it, I think. That, my friends, is the blue version of it, the blue whale version. And here you go. What? That bite actually is, oh my god, 41. Yes. And this is, of course, gonna be Kingpin. There you go. King. Kingpin. There you go. Pin. Kingpin, sir. Kingpin. The breaker of seas. There you go. Of seas. Easy mistype there. So we have New Londo, Kingpin, the Breaker of Seas. We have Lord of the Blue Ring. We have, of course, Grizz, the Unbearable. And, of course, Muscle Man, Monkey Pro Edition. Free Hugs, the Big Break Falls. And, of course, the Beetler and Barry the Destroyer. Yes, I'd like to save this. Thank you very much. And now we are able to do stuff with it, which is quite cool. So we have now Nanana, the great MIT. So let's set this up a bit. How much time have we spent? Mwah. A little bit of a, let's see what they can do. I need to have a tree game so that I can spectate what the AI actually does with this. I will put it on fast speed, mainly because I just want to check out the army. Larry, are you strong enough to survive this? Probably not. You will probably not win from this, but good luck, Larry. I believe in you. Alright, reveal and death, yes, because I'm gonna be committing seppuku here. Let's go. So, let's see what the great and mighty faction can handle.
I'm just a hired
So,
go easy on my lad.
destroyed lab, I die. So now we can see what the enemy has. Alright, so it's
Time, buddy.
2 and then alright, so blue is gonna be on that side. Alright, cool. Alright. So it's now 1 versus 1, mainly because I fucking forgot how the teams on this map work, but fair enough. I don't want to have any interference here. Can we put this game speed on fast? Oh, we can. Alright, cool. Alright, so resume. Build faster. As you can see, the AI is actually doing his job here. I can actually move around now. I believe it's shift? No, it's not shift. Is it alt on this side? Ah, it's alt on this side. Nice. Alright, so as you can see, the AI is building up his electricity, which is good. Tier 2 is going to be happening fast. I believe both sides are actually doing it faster. No, this one is actually going for advanced researches. Alright, interesting. That means that tier 2 is going to be reached right now. That means that the next thing that's going to be built is going to be the creature chamber right here. Can I also do this with this? Yes. Alright, cool. From here on out, I will know which side is actually Larry and which side is not. Both. One is going to go for expansionist, apparently. Yeah, one is going for an eco business, and the other one is going to go for damage output. Alright, the Beetler. Alright, then the copycat is actually on the other side. Sweet. So I actually did it correctly with the lineup. Larry, of course, is being a retard and built the air chamber way too late. Mainly because he's gonna have like multiple creatures already online before, you know, Larry's gonna be doing things. It happens. It happens. It happens. You know, AI is not that smart. It's still AI though. And as you can see, the flying machine has been activated. That means that he's probably gonna be summoning stuff, or is he gonna go straight for tier 3 now? The main problem with this lineup of Larry is that Larry is not very useful. That's why I wanted to test it out on Larry to see if Larry actually does stuff. He does have some units now. He has actually Vortex, the maker of hangovers now, so that's actually quite a good counter against the range units. Mainly because these are just range units and that is actually artillery units, so that's a good sign. Hopefully, you know, he's gonna build more. Regular morning breath. Oh boy. You're gonna go for high DPS units, I see. Alright. Good luck with that. The moment he's gonna be attacking is the moment that everything is gonna go to shit. He is expanding quite rapidly. I think this guy is gonna be going tier 3 right now, right? Or is he gonna be just staying tier 2? I might have put the eye on too easy. Well, he's building up. He's building up morning breaths. I don't know why he's gonna go for morning breaths, because technically, yes, they have a lot of HP, but range units are very deadly against flyers. I believe they deal actually double the damage to flyers with the attacks they do. But it's good to see the enemies in action. That would be a very nice thing to see. He's gonna build a research clinic. All right. He's gonna go now for the economy. It's good to know how the AI actually goes, because then you can actually counterplay. As you can see, this one is actually not expanding as much as Larry, mainly because Larry has actually quite expensive units. Like 150 core is quite a lot for a tier 2. Then again, you get 14 melee damage, so it's quite good. Are you already gonna counterplay him with anti-air towers? Oh, you sneaky cheating AI. The AI already knew that he is gonna use flyers. That is so evil. Then again, he cannot use them in offensive, unless he's gonna push it forward, which he's not gonna do. He's probably gonna send some barrier destroyers towards Larry right now, which he will be able to counter. These regular morning breaths deal enough damage to out-heal the regeneration. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how fast these dudes are actually dying. Well, the morning breaths are actually quite fast for the units, but they will not get in range fast enough to take it out. Interesting. So they will just die then, right? Yeah, because they will be... oof. Oof. And now you lost all your units. Great job, Larry. As stated before, Larry's not that smart. Luckily, he's building vortexes like there is no tomorrow. These units will counter the enemy assault that is gonna come up soon, I think. Yeah, you have been building up a lot more. Nice. Is anybody of them already going to tier 3? No. They're probably gonna be upgrading their units first. But yeah. This is, by the way, on easy. As you can see, the AI is not doing much. It's not expanding great. I really like how the AI actually is changed from here on out. But it also gives you a good view upon how the game works. Like, you know, you need enough workers to produce enough economy to keep everything up and running. Like, for instance, Nenan the Copycat actually has very cheap units, which means he can actually produce 4 units for the price of... Oh, well, 2 units for the price of one of the enemy units. For instance, the Vortex the Hangover is actually quite a cheap unit, even though it has a lot of DPS. But it has less HP than the rest. But he compensates it for the DPS output of range and close combat. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, that was a misplay there from him. Mainly because he didn't saw the enemy coming. These things have poor eyesight. do a lot of damage. Oof. I forgot that they actually have that suicide attack. Nice. Alright, they have fought off the attack. Let's see if they are gonna go for tier 3 now. Probably not. I doubt it. I doubt the AI will be smart enough to go tier 3. I doubt it. If the first one who's gonna go tier 3 is gonna get a cookie, alright? If it's gonna be Larry, I don't know. I hope it's gonna be Larry, because Larry actually has some decent tier 3. He has absolutely horrendous tier 4, by the way. And tier 4 is decent, but tier 5 is absolutely garbage. Mainly because he's actually designed as a support character. That's why I wanted to know how it actually goes. As you can see, the regeneration is not bad on these things, but you mainly want to, you know, build a lot of them and then just rush the enemy base and throw rocks at the enemy. But yeah, Barry the Destroyer is actually holding up quite good against these things, which is good. Means that the Barry the Destroyer is actually doing his work. Probably deals around like 12 damage per hit. Let's see. 22. Alright, yeah. Can you kill one of these dudes? Hit him once. Alright. That's doable damage. 80 damage, damn. 66. That's almost 20 damage. That's a lot of damage for Barry. He has been fought off though. But as you can see, the moment that he's getting fought off, he's already being countered by, you know, more units. Which is nice. Apparently he's not building any berries anymore, mainly because, well, Larry is spamming out artillery units. Which is understandable. I would recommend him going tier 3, but I doubt he will. Ah! Larry is going tier 3. I guess Larry's gonna have the upper hand here. Mainly because tier 3 is such a more higher HP. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Which one is gonna be the first? 33, 39, 40, 43. Ooh. I think Larry is gonna win this one. I think Larry is gonna be deserving a biscuit. That would be a good idea. Alright. I like this, you know, just relaxing, seeing how this whole game works. You know, henchmen getting bullied by rocks. Rocks, very good. Rocks, amazing here. Yeah. Oh! Larry was first! Oh boy, Larry. My boy, what are you gonna summon now? Are you gonna summon death upon the enemy, or are you not gonna be summoning the big boys? I hope you do. Otherwise it would be a waste of tier 3. Ah! Big beak falls are coming in. See, that's 33 HP. 233 HP compared to what? 56. That is such a big... Ooh, damn. That's a good harassment. Nice. Alright, what are you gonna build? You gonna be Geralt, the binder of books? Really? You're gonna go for the range unit? Not for the deep... You're not gonna go for the... You're gonna go for the range unit. You're not gonna go for the big DPS unit. You're gonna go for Geralt. Really? I know that Geralt is a good unit, but... I disagree with his opinion. I disagree with this move. Mainly because, well, the big Breeks Falls is actually very good at dealing with poison. And negates any movement penalties. So these things will just go inside of the enemy base and be like, hey, sound beam towers? Nah. Nah. These things are very good. And they have 233 HP. Compared to what? 140, yeah. Well, they do have the net webbing ability, which is doable. But I doubt they will be able to defeat this wave. Especially if you only have 2 of them. That's a little bit low there. I guess his economy is not very good. I do like how these things attack, actually. Just, you know... Oh! That's almost death, right? Yes, that's almost... Oh my god, nice. Yeah, the Flyers did not do... The Flyers did jack shit against these things. Oh, damn. These things are massacre for henchmen. Nice. And they're so cheap in electricity as well. Which means you can actually produce them big time. And Larry's gonna be losing a lot of ground here because of it. Ah, you finally built your goddamn Pumbaa grasshopper. Nice. The decent unit that is actually almost on par with the... with big... it is on par with the Big Field Boss. But Big Feet Boss is way cheaper. 20 coins. 20 is actually quite a lot. Alright. That expansion actually still lives. He's now building some free hugs to deal with the range units. Which he should win. Because these dudes do not have range attack. Which means that he actually has the upper hand here. Mainly because the poison actually can poison out the Pumbaa grasshoppers, which makes them actually lower on DPS. Yes, exactly. And you're gonna harass the... Oh my god, you're gonna harass the goddamn... You made a mistake there, by the way. The blue AI actually made a mistake. He should have gone for... Oh yes, I forgot that he also has the Muscle Man Monkey Pro Edition. Yeah, these things will vaporize those things. They have so much deep... That's 26 damage output with hurting. Those things are as tanky as a brick. You cannot kill that. I imagine that actually Larry's gonna be going for tier 4 soon. But if he's gonna go for tier 4, he's gonna be lacking big time. Mainly because Nanana actually has such a nice economy. It means that he's gonna be building up the... he's gonna build up the amount of resources necessary to build the big boys. And the big boys are actually the game enders. So yeah. The moment he's gonna be summoning, you know, the Lobster, the Kingpin, Destroyer of Seas, it's gonna be over. Mainly because that thing is slow, deals lots of damage, and has regeneration, so it doesn't care if it gets hit. And seeing the Monkey Man is actually quite good. Because these things actually have leap attack, which means they can actually deal damage. They have hurting to increase their defense, and they already have 30 armor. That is a lot for a simple tier 3 unit. Sadly, the units came out. Sadly, the units went in before they had more units, so he's gonna get swarmed here. He's gonna be able to defeat a lot of dudes, though. Nice, the porcupine actually won. Won the day. He blew himself up, therefore dealing enough damage. But yeah, Larry's getting harassed in his economy. Meanwhile, of course, Nana the copycat is not building any economy. Which kind of is frustrating, not gonna lie. Could you... Oh, you're gonna go for tier 4 now? Alright. And now it's gonna be... Ooh. Player 2, player 1 actually got first. But that means that the big boys are now coming in, finally. Only 30 minutes in, that means that technically this game on easy is very slow pace. But if you play it on hard or normal, it's gonna be over in 50 minutes. Tops. Especially on a map like this, it's actually quite a small map. But very hectic, not gonna lie. 40 minutes I would lie, probably 20. Yeah, 20. If you're doing it correctly. I always like to drag it on, mainly because I want to see how the higher tier units actually fight in action. And I also like to upgrade my units more. The standard AI actually doesn't upgrade things. If you're gonna go for a normal AI, it actually does do that. Which makes the units even more stronger. As you can see, we now have Grizz the Unbreakable in action. It's a little bit less strong, but it actually has barrier destruction, which means it deals double the damage against structures. Sadly, they do not bring any range units, so they get harassed by goddamn birds everywhere. Ah, come on. Kill the spider. There you go. Alright, what are you gonna summon? You're gonna summon... you're gonna summon Bird Brain. Terry the Calculator. Ah, of course. You're gonna summon that thing. The guy with the loner ability. Well, you should not then use your air units around it. That thing is tanky. Damn. How is it going with these things? Do you have any range units right now? No, you're not even producing the range units and not even producing the tier 4. Ah, boy. I guess this guy is starving from resources. Which he shouldn't have been. I guess Larry will win this then. Mainly because these units are so much better. His economy is also much better because he kept building units in the workshop. Which is nice. Now the monkey men are coming in back hot. Sadly, there are no range units, so Larry will win this one. Especially with bulls around it. Those bulls will definitely put pain in the world. Barry Champa, the creator of muscles. Yeah, those things are decent. High HP units with decent armor and decent attack, with armor penetration attacks even, so it's even better. I think it's over. The Gristy Unbearable won't be able to deal with this mainly because he has armor, but he doesn't have enough units to deal with it. As you can see, most units actually get pretty damaged because of the horns. Yeah, that is a lot of damage. Even though his units are a little bit less damage output, it still works. You should build up your army, man. Build some range, build some flyers. No, you're just gonna be trying to kill these things. Oh no. Oh god, it's alone. Oh, okay, thank God you killed it in time. Good, you're finally building the units. And you're finally building Lord of the Blue Ring. All right, you finally built those things. You finally built some flyers, which is good because these flyers actually are decent. They deal damage and they have like high HP. Compared to these things will actually die of the poison quite easily if they fight it in close combat. And Larry doesn't have enough range units in tier 3, in tier 4. He needs tier 5 units if he wants to go for range, I believe. Larry is a very offensive ally, but he's lacking the late game potential, which is already showing big time right now. He had a chance, but he didn't send enough units in. If he would have sent his flyers in to defend his main loners, that would actually be very good. He's able to fight off, but once those flying units are coming in, whew, it's gonna be over. Meanwhile, of course, you know, Larry's not doing anything. It's just vibing, I guess, with some resources here and there, but he should have really repaired that workshop. I do like these things. They are very fast units. Ooh, he is protecting his... He is expanding now. Nice. Why are you... Oh, yeah, these things are expensive, of course. Of course you're not gonna build more of them. What would I not expect from an AI? Always go for the cheaper option. Kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Alright, I think that this is enough for me. No, I think I get the bigger picture here. I think these dudes are not be able to fight each other off. It's either late game, waiting for late game, or producing too much late game. But yeah, this is good. This is good. It's a good viable army. Nice. Cannot wait to try it out, to fight it myself. Alright. Where were we? Oh yeah. Calling it a day. Alright. I think that this is it for today. Thanks all for watching. And probably tomorrow I will try to beat it myself, because that is always a fun thing to do. And yeah, I hope you all have enjoyed for today. Thanks all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Until then, I want to wish you all a lovely day, and bye!